Hey everybody, welcome back to Whistle Thicket. Tom here. It is towards the end of February. It's been crummy weather, a lot of snow, a lot of rain, a lot of mud. But I thought this would be a great time to show you what our plans are for 2021 on the farm and share 10 projects that I'm hoping to accomplish this year. Right behind me, actually, this is number one. We got a project done, people. This barn in the back here is our hay barn. We also got it gravelled so that we're able to put our horse trailer there. And then we don't have to worry about our tractor getting stuck in the mud with the hay bales because this is gravelled. I still need to add some more gravel actually, but it's been so wet here that it just isn't the time to do it. But this is project number one, so that's off to a good start. We actually got a project done this year so far. But the rest of the projects are up and coming, and I'm hoping to get them all done. Even if I don't, that's farm life. There's always something new you can do. If I get half of these done, I'll be happy. But let's go ahead and check out these other 9 projects that I hope to accomplish in 2021. So right behind me here, you can see our house up there, a fire pit maybe, or the remnants of a fire pit. This is a project I really want to work on. It's a better hangout spot with friends and family, a gathering place, if you will. This is a hill, and even with her little fire pit, there was no flat place to sit. So it was always kind of wonky, and our driveway has changed, so our fire pit is too close to the drive because sometimes we got to get off the grass if we have a big trailer coming in or something. So I really want to get this area flattened and make a nice gravel, I guess, patio with stones on it and a fire pit, maybe eventually an oven of some sort. So this here is a project that I'm really hoping to get done. I worked out a deal with a local guy who's going to grade it for us for a trade, so I'm really excited. I'm hoping that happens, but again, it's muddy, it's rainy. This is probably a project that's not going to happen till March or April, or at least get leveled, and then I'm going to do the rest with the railroad ties, the gravel, the stonework, the fire pit. So this is a big project, but I'm really hoping in 2021 to get that done. Here's a near and dear project that I hope happens. Expanding and improving my apiary. I know it looks pretty junky. The bees aren't flying today, it's in the 40s. Oh, there's a hive or two. There's a little bit of activity. I had 5 hives over winter. 4 of them have made it, but we still got a couple more weeks of winter. But I really want to improve my apiary, make it look a little bit more professional, do some painting on the boxes, put in a gate right here, because as it is right now, when I harvest honey or when I access my apiary, I have to go through the garden gate and then another gate. That gets a little bit cumbersome when I'm harvesting honey or anything like that. So this looks like an eyesore, and it really is. I also got some fig trees growing in there, and I need to move those. I'd like to eventually have at least 10 hives here for my apiary. So this is going to be a big project, just cleaning it up, building another bee bench, a gate, and taking those fig trees away. So I got some work to do. Okay, it's not glamorous or anything like that, but we need a lot of gravel and drainage. This is our secondary driveway. We've never put gravel on here in the 7 or 8 years we've lived here, but we need to get some gravel here pronto. This is a big mud yard. Right here is our riding ring. Our round pen. We have a riding ring as well. This area here, I want to gravel as well, because this is where we hang out to watch horse exercising and things like that. So this would be a project that we definitely want to get done. I know it's not glorious or glamorous. Gravel, people, gravel and drainage. We've been working on drainage, but again, we live on a pretty steep property, and our number one battle always is drainage. So that's another thing we'll be working on. I know. This looks horrible, and it is. This is a treehouse that I built about 7, 8 years ago. This is one of the first things I built on our farm for my daughter. She had some good fun. But I made a lot of it out of old wood from a farmhouse nearby that was over 150 years old, and it was being taken down. So I helped take it down, and I got some wood in exchange, and it was great for a while. And I know it looks horrible because I'm in the process of taking it down. It did look better than that, but I'm just going to take that down and make it into a big deck to kind of hang out, just a hangout deck space. And hopefully I can reuse some of that wood for other projects. Oh, there's another project I want to tell you about that's up in the woods, but I don't know if I'll go all the way up there. But I'll show you. Yeah, so I'm hoping I can take some of that wood and I can use it for a couple other projects. We're in the back pasture where the horses sometimes are. There's a project over there I'm going to show you. But here's our run-in shed. The horses haven't been here in months. But this run-in shed here has this little hay area. And for years we did square bales, but then we switched to round bales. And sometimes I have not been in here in months. There could be a cougar in here, people. Whoa! So here is our hay shed. But again, we haven't used it for hay in many, many months. There's like half a bale in there. For emergencies, we like to have a few square bales around. But for the most part, we only use round bales now. So now we have this shed here. And my idea is to turn it into a tool shed for shovels, power washer, lawnmower. Here's our seeder. So it's not going to take much work. This is really going to be a clean out. And it's like maybe I'll put a couple shelves up here. It has a pallet floor, which isn't the best, actually. I think I need a few more pallets in here and what have you. But it does do the job. It's waterproof. Our hay stays dry in here. So I'd have to get a pallet floor in here better. Clean it out. It's like maybe put a few shelves on or a few hooks or something. But this is where I would be storing lots of hand tools, lawnmower, what have you. Anything to free up space in the barn and other places is always a good thing. So this is all, yeah, so this was not built for a tool shed. It was our hay area. And I'll still have a place to put hay in there. Maybe like 10 bales or something for emergencies. But yeah, that's a project I'll be working on. So a big project we finished in 2020 is we did a dry lot up front for the horses. And we're working on another dry lot for here. This is that nice calcium gravel, real fine, and it kind of compacts. So this is another big project. This was a hill. It's leveled out, basically leveled. And then we have, there's railroad ties there. This gravel is hard to get. And we had to kind of stop because it got too muddy to access this area. But this is going to be a nice dry lot for the horses and future winters in the summertime, falling in the mud here. So here's, I think this is project number 6, I think. Project number 6, maybe. The gate to nowhere, people. That's right. We got a gate halfway installed, the gate to nowhere. This is our property here. I've taken down a lot of big trees over the years, but now it turned into this scrubland area. But the purpose of this gate is so that we can take the horse manure and we can put it off the edge of this hill here. But what I would like to do, we have a trail system we've been working on. We have several miles of trails up there, and it interconnects with some of the neighbors. And we ride horses up there, we hike, we hang out. I harvest maple syrup up there this year, or maple sap converted into syrup. I want to get another trail built up here from this gate to access our trails. So I worked out a deal with a local guy again. He's going to hopefully do this trail for free in exchange for some locust wood. A few dump trucks of locust wood, and this trail is going to go up along that pasture and then do a zigzag, and then it'll meet up with our trail system. So this is, I don't know, maybe it's a quarter-mile trail or something like that that he'll be doing for us. Again, we got to wait until it gets dry because it is so muddy. But this is in the works, and I'm hoping it happens soon. Sooner than later, people. Sooner than later. I think this is project number 8. We're gonna do some improvements in the barn, starting with fixing this door, I hope. We have a mouse problem in there, not a major mouse problem, especially in the wintertime. We got more mice in there because it's warmer. There's food. And we have a lot of snakes in there, black rat snakes, but they're dormant. They're hibernating in torpor in the wintertime. So they're not really eating mice. So even though we have our food and like metal trash cans, there's still food that falls on the ground. And the mice are, you know, just a nuisance. So getting this barn to be as mouse-free as possible. I don't know if that's possible 100%, but I think we can make some strides on that. So that's a project I might be working on today even, is starting to make the barn rodent-free. Okay, let's talk about our chicken coop. I did a lot of improvements last year to renovate the outside of the chicken coop, make it look nice. It hadn't been painted in probably 15 years. And I added the trim, I added a new coop door. My wife painted that barn quilt. So now it looks good on the outside. I also split the run in two so we could have small chicks have their own little spot. But I got some other things I need to do on the coop. I need a new flooring system in the run. It's pretty muddy back there. I need to work on drainage. If you have any idea for what is a good floor, I guess bedding material, for a chicken run, not the chicken coop, but the chicken run, I would love to hear it. And then I'm also going to make a little fenced in, I guess, outside area. You can see these old fence posts. So at one point it was fenced, but I want to make it look nice. So it'll probably be a white picket fence. That again is going to be for our smaller chickens and our chicks so that they're safer from predators. I think that's number 8. Let's talk about number 9. I think you can see it. The man shed, people. The man shed. The man shed needs some work, people. It's really just a storage area. I want to build an addition off of it. It has a lot of camping stuff in it and tools that hopefully I can move to the tool shed. But I want to improve the man shed. I do like to build stuff. I did some woodworking for years. Haven't really done much of that lately. So I really want to get the man shed figured out. The last project, and I tell you people, homesteading, there's probably 100 more projects I could talk about. The she shed barn down there, we've had that about maybe a year and a half, and I painted it for my wife. I insulated the inside. I built a little loft. There's videos about it if you want to check it out. I put a window in the back. It has nice paneling on the inside, a new floor. It was just a bare bones shed barn. Oh, and I built the deck, you can probably see, but it's missing one thing. That's electricity. It's dry wired, but I had to dig a big trench that's going to connect to the man shed because I like to wire that. And then that has to go to the barn. So there's a lot of projects to do this year. I'm excited to do them. I hope I get them all done. The more we're on this homestead, this farm, the less likely we are to move because we get more and more stuff done. And it's harder and harder to find a place that would be better because we're improving constantly. I do wish, and I know my wife wishes, we had more pasture for horses and that it was a little bit flatter. But I also love living in the mountains. So, I mean, you know, you got to give and take. So those are just some of our plans for 2021. I'd love to hear what your homestead plans are. Please, please leave a comment below. Tell us what you think. And if you like our channel, check out this next video. I think it's here. Maybe it's here. It's gonna appear somewhere, people. Just check out the video for me and give me a like, thumbs up, subscribe, say hello, and keep on dreaming and make those dreams happen.